Hi, this is Nick Pritchard, and I was an academical clerk at New College from 2008 to 2011. And with sincere apologies to the many venerable senior alumni who I assume are watching this video, those 9 years since I graduated seem a lifetime ago, but at the same time feel like a very recent and immediate memory. And I think that's probably because things in life I find that are so deeply affecting and have such a long-lasting effect as 3 years at New College Choir seem to be something that happened very recently, because they live with you every day in your professional and personal life, in terms of who you met, the experiences you had, and the skills you attained at the time. And I know I do draw on those, on all those experiences and skills and friendships most days. So that's probably why it feels so immediate. So a couple of little stories I thought I'd share. In my first year, I was lumbered not only with the unenviable position of singing in Decani tenor, which is right in the hot spot, about 4 feet away from Edward's ear, where he could almost certainly hear most, if not all, of my many and various reading errors at the time. So not only that, I was bestowed with the great honour of being assistant librarian for my first year. And there was a particular occasion on my first, at the end of my first term, that is, where the head librarian, Ed Hastings, and I were asked to compile all the folders for the upcoming tour, which is going to be a Christmas tour with Christmas music of various different parts of the repertoire. So there are about 20 pieces or so which we had to compile all together in the right order, with all the appropriate Higginbottom segues in there and everything. So quite a kind of complex thing to put together. And we were tasked with this one evening, and Edward was kind enough to give us a bottle of Chateauneuf de Pape each to kind of enjoy while we were doing this this job. And we got on with it and finished the job and the bottles each, and went to bed feeling pleased with ourselves, thinking that's another thing, that's nothing off the list. And we woke up to an email the following morning from Edward with the subject line saying, "I see the wine was good then, ... and proceeded to tell us that we just made a complete hash of the whole thing, and then we had to redo the entire job, this time probably with just water accompanying us. And at evensong that evening, he made a point of mentioning it in front of the choir, saying you just can't get the staff these days, which I suppose is fair enough. I remember feeling a slight tinge of indignation, but then with hindsight now, I wonder if those bottles of wine were given to us with a slight knowing glint in the eye as to what kind of a job they'd cause us to do. But there we are. And to turn the table slightly, another little story which isn't strictly choir related, but is to do with the fact that Edward was also my tutor, my music tutor, because I read music when I was a choral scholar there as well. One Saturday morning, he always had 9 a.m. Techniques tutorials on a Saturday morning, infamously so, when I was there at least. And there was one particular Saturday which was following the infamous NCMS dinner, the New College Music Society dinner from the previous evening, which is, a really, really fun event with lots of food and lots of wine. So we were all there, not quite bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but on time at least. And Edward turned up around 9:10, if you're going to be generous, conspicuously unshaven, jogging bottoms, trainers, and a sweatshirt on. We thought, cool, that's an unusual scene here. And I have never experienced a silence as long and intense as the one we experienced that morning, when Edward was facing the whiteboard in the song school with his back turned to us in the tutorial, trying to complete a Gibbons 2-part invention which he'd set himself to do, and just getting nowhere near it because he'd obviously enjoyed himself the previous evening. Happens to the best of us. We can all have off days, apparently. Finally, my music choice is The Heavens Are Telling from Haydn's The Creation. Now, the recording, which you'll hear, was made actually the year before I joined, so I'm not on it. But it's a piece that we performed quite a lot in my time there. And it is one of, the big canonical works which has served me well as a singer since my time in New College, like the John Passion, Messiah, Monteverdi Vespers, Nelson Mass, all those kind of things, which I cut my teeth on at New College and really got to know under Edward's conducting, and it remains one of my very favourite pieces in the whole world, The Creation, and there's one particularly memorable performance we gave was at the Sheldonian in Oxford on Darwin Day. We were invited as choir to celebrate this particular day by giving a concert in the Sheldonian, and the choice from our great leader, humorously enough, was The Creation, which I thought was very funny. So there we are. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the Haydn. It's just the most glorious music in the world, as I'm sure you all know. Thanks very much.
The